What's going on, everyone? This is Danny from the Sportsmen. I'm going to give you guys a little drop advice for full point PPR fantasy football. All right, so number one, I'm going with San Francisco wide receiver Brandon Ayook. Those holding on to hope, I mean, Kittle's been out. If there was time for the volume to be there, it would have been there. He's had 1 week above 10 points, and it was 12.5 to be exact. He's currently rostered in 73% of the leagues. They're currently on a bye week. So my reason for the drop is we're seeing quarterbacks rotate. There's no consistency right now on that offense outside of Deebo Samuel. They're a run-first team. You got to think when Kittle gets back off the bye, he's going to have health on his side. He's been in prime blow-up spots, and we just haven't seen it. Are you really willing to take a donut as a starter or flex? It depends on how decimated you are. But if you're in a 12-man league, I think it's a safe drop at this point. Next, this is a combination. Ravens running backs as a whole is a drop for me. So, Latavius Murray is owned in 70% of leagues. Tyson Williams is owned in 28% of leagues. And Devontae Freeman in 2%. Murray had 1 week over 11 points, and it was 11.9 in week 4. Tyson Williams, week 1, had 18.4, followed up by an 11-point week. And they phased him out. They brought in Devontae Freeman, who has not done a thing for them. So if you're looking for running back help in a pinch, I think you can do better looking for a dual back system guy or pass catching specialist. I think that's the team where Lamar Jackson is flourishing as a passer. It's time to let go of hope in the running game for the Baltimore Ravens. And now my third. This one may be a little controversial depending on where you sit. Allen Robinson, owned in 96% of the leagues. So, the volume is there. It's not to love. He's had 1 week with 10, 1 week with 11. Everything else has been between 6, 5, 4. He's had more than 10 points once. At this point, I know it doesn't seem like you can drop him. I personally don't feel like you can drop him, but at this point, you need to get him off your starting lineup. You need to trade him for a player that was drafted far lower that you're going to get production from. Because, let's face it, none of the quarterbacks in that system look like they're the answer right now. Justin Fields has to mature. He's not seeing the field the way that these seasoned vets are. And, it sucks because Allen Robinson, skill-wise, is a top talent, but they're not good targets. I think it's safe to get him out of your lineup. That's going to do it for our drops. I'm going to give it to you guys next week. Be sure to tune in. Catch us live on Twitch every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. We want to hear what you guys have to say. Bring it to me. Tell me if I hurt you. Tell me if Brandon Ayook goes off and I steered you wrong. I want to hear it. Until then, I'll catch you guys next week.
Enter my intimate energy element. I am an entity walking ahead of the pack. I really am out of my head, and it's evident that I will never be able to ever quit. Melanin